final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off of play action, Darnold eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
To the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun to McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Faking the give, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, the Panthers call on their undrafted rookie from South Carolina, Joseph Charlton, to punt.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Taken in at the 11. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his target. That's more. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different. people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Darnold now to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Second down and goal. Darnold to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 13.
toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Nothing after one on EA Sports.
Panthers 3, Vikings nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Darnold on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This is McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. On 4th down, Darnold is going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Panthers 10, Vikings nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handle?
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go, come on!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, the way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Panthers 17. Vikings 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. faking the give. Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 25-yard line.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
47-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Off of play action, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. McCaffrey following the penalty. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Play action. It's Darnold. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And this is going to be incomplete.
Pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down, Panthers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Spins past it. With zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Carolina, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.